Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys today again, man. I'm gonna talk some fantasy football still. Still got quite a bit of fantasy football to talk about, so we're gonna hit the tight ends today. We're gonna hit the tight ends, man. I'm gonna go through 4 through 10. I'm gonna do a little bit more tight ends than I have been with my other positional groups. 4 through 10 because 1 through 3 are pretty basic, man. You got your Travis Kelce, your George Kittle, and then your Zach Ertz. Those are personally my top 3 guys. So I'm gonna go through 4 through 10, maybe throw in a sleeper at the end. Okay. So let's go with my number 4 guy, Hunter Henry from the LA Chargers, man. The talent's always been there. The problem's always been with this guy is his health. He's the number 2 guy behind Keenan Allen, and he has a lot of talent. He has a lot of talent, and he'll probably be a nice little safety valve for Justin Herbert, the rookie quarterback that LA drafted this past April. So this kid will be like a nice little valve there. I'm looking at 60 plus catches, probably 700 yards in the air, 8 to 10 touchdowns, all on health. Kid needs to stay healthy. So that's my number 4. Okay. My number 5, Mark Andrews from the Baltimore Ravens. This kid led the team in targets last year. It helps when you have a quarterback. Little shot at Lamar here. It helps when you don't have a quarterback that throws the ball that well deep. Okay, little shot. It's all right though. Red zone monster too. Led all wide receivers, tight ends, running backs in that category as well. So he led the team in there as well. So I'm expecting a monster year out of this guy. Probably 60 plus catches, 800 yards through the air with 7 to 8 touchdowns. That's for Mark Andrews. Now, number 6, Darren Waller from the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, this is a kid that came out of nowhere for Vegas, man. A former big wide receiver. He's a big kid. He was a former wide receiver, turned into a tight end. So he runs good routes, nice soft hands. So you don't have to worry about those, about that at all from the kid. The kid's got the talent. He actually came within 5 receptions of Todd Christensen, the former Raider great that played back in the day. So the kid's got all kinds of talent, man. To tie that franchise record. So I expect another about 60 catches, 800 plus yards with 5 to 7 touchdowns through the air, maybe more. That goes on to my number 7 guy. That's Jared Cook from the New Orleans Saints. A really nice third option in Nolans. Cook is very talented tight end. He always has been. He's a good tight end in a really good offense. So you really like that about him. He also led the league in average per catch with 16.4 yards a catch as a tight end. So he led all tight ends in the NFL at that specific category, which is really good. So I'm expecting about 55 catches, 800 yards, again, 7 to 8 touchdowns. 7 to 8 touchdowns, yeah. So that's my number 7. Then I'm going to go to my number 8 guy, and this is the Gronk, Rob Gronkowski from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's back, guys. He's back. The TB12 and Gronk connection is back. A lot of mouths to feed in Tampa, though, so it could his snaps could get limited because he did take a year off. He needs to get acclimated to the NFL again. Once again, just like getting on a bike, though, man. So this kid should succeed, which he probably will. It's a really good offense for him too. So I'm expecting about maybe 50 to 55 catches, about 700 yards, and probably 5 to 8 touchdowns. Could be even more. Who knows? He's going to be a really good red zone threat for Brady and company. So expect some good stuff coming out of Tampa Bay with that connection. That goes to my number 9 guy, Evan Ingram from the New York Giants. This is another kid that needs to stay healthy. He has all the talent in the world, just had trouble with health. He exploded. We've seen what he did as a rookie. He exploded on the scene as a rookie. He went nuts, had a really good rookie season, but he's always been kind of banged up. But I expect about 50 plus catches, 650 plus yards, probably 6 to 7 touchdowns. That leads to my last guy for my 4 to 10. This is my number 10, Austin Hooper from the Cleveland Browns. Moved over from Atlanta to Cleveland. Should play a heavy role in the red zone, because the new head coach there in Cleveland is Kevin Stefanski, who was the offensive coordinator for Minnesota, and he used Kyle Rudolph, the Vikings tight end. He utilized him very well in the red zone, so he should do the same with Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper's got all kinds of talent. He just needs to Baker needs to smarten up. You know what I mean? So I expect about 50 catches, 650 yards, and probably 5 to 6 touchdowns through the air. And that's my 4 through 10, guys. That's my 4 through 10. 4 being Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 being Mark Andrews. 6 being Darren Waller. 7 being Jared Cook. 8 being Rob Gronkowski. 9 being Evan Ingram. 10 being Austin Hooper. Now, I'll throw you a sleeper, and that's Noah Fant from the Denver Broncos. Good speed, good ball tracking skills, and solid run after the catch skills makes him my sleeper. So probably about 40 catches, maybe 550 to 600 yards, with a handful of touchdowns, like 4 or 5 touchdowns, maybe more. So there you have it, guys. That's my fantasy right there. That's my fantasy tight ends. Probably come at you guys maybe with some IDPs. Defensive guys down the road, and some more Lions content. Okay, guys? So everybody stay healthy. Have a good night, man. Boom.